Hey guys, Mike here from Sell Your Service. So a lot of you, if you watch some of my previous videos with all the hundreds of millions of subscribers that I've got, that's not true, will notice that I have adverts, and you'll notice that this video doesn't. So I've decided to turn off my advertising on my YouTube channel, and I want to tell you why. There's a couple of reasons. I was thinking about kind of the long-term strategy of my own business. And I realized that YouTube monetization is not necessarily where I want to start creating revenue. The biggest reason is that I see some massive changes coming to social media and the internet in general, and I'm becoming more and more concerned about people who create revenue that relies on other platforms. For example, Mark Zuckerberg recently talked about how he's going to be changing the news feed on Facebook, and a lot of advertisers have been going mental, going, oh my God, it's cut off my advertising. It hasn't. Okay, that's insane. You shouldn't be panicking. But you also should see that that potentially causes a bit of a problem if a large chunk of your revenue comes from another platform. And the same with YouTube. Over the past couple of years, even the last 18 months, YouTube has made some pretty big changes in the way that its revenue model works. And we've seen people, like Logan Paul, where his YouTube channel has kind of, it's still going, but it's been attacked, and he's bound to suffer some revenue losses from that. Not massive, but it's bound to happen. And also, I don't like the idea that YouTube could turn around and say, oh, by the way, if you sell a product, for example, Sell Your Service has a course, it has coaching, it has programs, it has products, we're working on some software. YouTube could turn around and say you can't advertise on a channel that is part of a business. So if you're a gamer, for example, I'm a massive fan of Completed It Mate by James Buckley. He plays a lot of videos, mostly Modern Warfare, Black Ops 3. Sorry, COD Black Ops 3, not Modern Warfare, COD Black Ops 3. I understand why he monetizes that, because it's him playing, it's entertainment. But a lot of my stuff is designed to be educational, helpful, useful for funnel builders and marketers like yourself. And frankly, I don't like the idea that YouTube, for some reason, I've got no idea whether they're going to do this or not, could turn around and say, by the way, you can no longer advertise on channels like yours. And that would remove a revenue stream. The second reason is that it kind of, morally in myself, I was thinking, do you know what? A lot of my content should be designed to help people. It should be designed to be as accessible as possible. Some people just don't have the revenue to invest in some of my courses and coaching. I get that. It's $197 a month. If you're serious about growing a marketing funnel business, I am 100% the most valuable resource that marketing funnel builders could go for. But some people need to kind of get to know me. And I kind of think a lot of my traffic generating content, like the videos, it kind of is a bit tacky to advertise on the front of it. I should be having that as open as possible. Another reason is that for the effort that we're putting in, my goal is to get this to 10,000 subscribers. That would never bring in enough revenue to really seriously add anything to my top line. It wouldn't, if I had, a couple of 100,000 subscribers or even 20,000 subscribers and I was just doing entertainment videos every single day, yeah, maybe then. But even then, for my goal of 10,000 YouTube subscribers, it's not going to generate enough revenue for it to be worthwhile. It's also something where I want this to potentially become the community in future, having YouTube comments and talking to people in YouTube. I really like that, and I like the idea of doing stuff live as well. But advertising on my channel just is not right for me personally. One of the final things as well is that I've noticed already that people have started using my channel, and they've probably selected a bunch of different, it's just they're not picking out me. I've only got a few hundred subscribers at this point, but they are advertising products to my audience that they know follow me and are therefore interested in marketing, in funnels, in WordPress, content creation, running a business, entrepreneurism, things like that. So I kind of think, well, should you be targeted because you want to educate yourself and watch my content for free? Should someone then go, oh, because you like this content, I want to show you this product? And I kind of think, I really don't want my subscribers being told that they should buy something just because they're interested in my videos. If this was up to just you and me and we were just having this conversation, I wouldn't then say to someone, by the way, does anyone like Funnel builders, is anyone like people who build WordPress? I've got a WordPress guy over here. You should sell something to them. I wouldn't do that. So that's kind of the reasons why I want to shut down my advertising on the YouTube channel. I'm still going to be producing a video a week on YouTube. When this goes out, I think I'll actually be in Barcelona, which would be awesome. I'll probably do a video from there as well, just a short one, just to say, hey, because I'm lucky enough to have crafted my business where I get to travel the world. I get to go spend a week away. I've spent the past couple of weeks looking after a puppy. If you saw last week's video, I tipped over my laptop and showed you Coco, who's our new Labradoodle. It's quite time intensive, but I'm able to do that because I'm able to take time off because I've leveraged time and the resources and skills of other people to be able to do that. But yeah, basically, YouTube advertising is probably not the way that I'm going to go in future. So I've turned off all the adverts, and you guys should be able to just watch as much content as you want. I know that some people binge this type of content because, I've just got those kind of silky smooth, dulcet tones. But in the meantime, if advertising revenue is something you want to rely on with YouTube, my only warning would be that by basing your revenue on someone else's platform, they can change the rules of the game anytime they want, and it wouldn't necessarily be anything that you could do about it. You would just have to kind of suck it up and be like, oh, okay, well, these are the changes in YouTube's advertising policy or content policy. Recently, there was a big thing where they cut revenue of some of the big guys by up to 60%, and that's because it's not on their platform. Having said that, where I do think you can generate some incredible advertising revenues that's still entirely down to you is your own blog. Okay, there's no reason why at the end of your blog you can't have adverts. If you're driving a ton of traffic to your blog, there's no reason why you can't have advertising there. And also on your podcast as well. If you open up to sponsorship, I know a few of the smaller guys who have, a couple of thousand listeners a month, but for such niche markets, I'd love to get in front of those niche markets. And we sponsor a couple of podcasts every once in a while just to kind of test the waters, and it usually works out fantastically. We get a lot of signups from them. So think about advertising on your own platforms. It's very dangerous to advertise on a platform that isn't yours. Think about it like this. YouTube is the largest, second largest search engine in the world, and probably one of the largest content platforms in the world if you don't include maybe Wikipedia and Facebook. Certainly video platforms, without a doubt, YouTube is the biggest. So a lot of people create their content on YouTube and then expect advertising revenue to come through that. However, it's not your platform. Someone else could come along. YouTube could decide tomorrow that, oh, by the way, if you run a marketing channel or if you run a blog channel, you can no longer advertise because you are selling a product. They had a big thing recently where a lot of the guys were kind of reviewing products, but it turns out that they'd been paid to review products and give a good review. That's fine. I think sponsored videos are fine. The irony is actually probably at some point we'll be doing sponsored videos. We're currently in talks with a couple of software companies to do sponsored videos. We'll be 100% open and honest and say, hey, this is a sponsored video. That advertising revenue is much, much harder to choke than assuming that YouTube is going to keep up its current advertising policies. So that'd be the only thing I'd say. And that's basically the reason why I've decided to get rid of all advertising on my YouTube channel. Thanks very much for watching. Let me know how you feel about advertising in the comment section below. There's going to be some big changes happening in 2018, particularly with things like VR. Our phones as well are becoming very well connected to the types of advertising that we see. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about advertising. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. I'm Mike from Sell Your Service.